Why, hello, everyone. Welcome back. This be Ball Wars. I be Dustin. That be a statue of Darth Maul. You want to take a look at it real quick? Let's take a look at it. It's going to be a long video just because I'm doing this now. Hello, Darth Maul. Hello. Oh, his hood's a little messed up. Hey, there you go, buddy. You like that drawing? Yeah, that's right on the wall. Yep. I did that. That was really stupid of me. Because I can't move it. But anyway, back to the snake room. Running backwards. I didn't knock anything off the walls this time. Excellent. So, before I forget, you see this in the background, this little whiteboard here. You might recognize some of that stuff. Punnett squares, chromosomes. Which way is my finger pointing? Ha! DNA. Chromosomes and alleles, all that good stuff. We're going to be doing a future video that I'm hoping I can get the mysterious giant Greg into, because that guy is full of knowledge. And I said that. Yeah, so and, up to this point, y'all have only ever heard his voice. You ain't never seen him. And he is, after all, a part of Ball Wars. So, yeah, so that'll be interesting. Pretty sure that'll make one of you happy. At least. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said it that way. Like, Adam. You know who you are, Adam. You damn right you do. Bet you're all giddy right now. Just thinking about getting to see Greg on film or on camera. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to shut the camera down. I'm old. My shoulders starting to bother me. Show off this shirt that my boss got me from work. Yep. So anyway. I can't back up. So you can't get a full view of me, which is fine. You don't need that. So, topic of this video is none of the stuff that I've already talked about. It is actually, well, set it up real quick. For example, we do reptile shows, right? Local reptile shows, Giant and I. And we've been trying to make it a habit to ask customers. I mean, I've been really adamant about it. What kind of setup they're going to put their ball python in. I may have went over this a little bit in a previous video, but I'm going to get a little deeper into it. So, when somebody's buying a baby ball python, I like to ask what they're putting it in, what they plan on putting it in. Because when they say something like a 40-gallon breeder, now don't get me wrong, some people, you might be able to get away with putting a small snake in a bigger enclosure and it doing just fine. But I've learned from experience, well over 20 years of experience. I mean, yeah, well over 20, 23 now, of like actively keeping reptiles. I mean, I had reptiles before that, turtles and snakes that I'd catch and stuff like that, ever since I could walk. But between Greg and I, got a fly on me. Thought for a second it was my cat. But anyway, between the two of us, we have a lot of knowledge on how not to do stuff. and one of those things, and I'm guilty of it. When I first got into actually got into ball pythons, not too long ago, I told Greg, yeah, I'm gonna set up enclosures and exoteras and my own stuff, my own making, and they'll be fine, whatever. And they weren't fine. Until I got a PVC rack from my buddy Matt. What's up, Matt? And I put them in there. And guess what? Yeah, they started doing good. So next thing I knew, I have two 5540 ARS racks, a 1065 ARS rack, this baby rack, tons of PVC racks that I have as backups, and I've got more here, and I don't do any enclosures. So yeah, we like to educate people when they come to the shows, especially if they're buying something from us. We definitely make it a point to ask the questions for them, so to speak. If they're not asking the questions, we'll do that. because we want to make sure that these animals are being properly taken care of. We don't want to hear any of the bad stuff coming back. And not only that, but we produce this stuff. So for me, it's hard for me to feed off rodents, you know, because I form an attachment to them because I produce rodents. I have, you know, I don't know, lots, a couple thousand plus. And yeah, so I form an attachment to them. How do you think I feel about ball pythons? You know what I mean? So I don't want anything bad to happen to them. So somebody says that they're going to put a baby in a 40-gallon breeder. No. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't want to believe that at first. But then I got the racks, and that's all changed. So let's take a look. This rack right here, picking up the camera. Hey. This rack right here is a custom baby rack from Animal Plastics. And it holds up to, what is it, 72 of these FB5s. So Freedom Breeder 5 Series tubs. Long video. You're used to it. And this is what we put our hatchlings / babies in. And let's take a look at one of them. Hey, look at that. It's one of the clowns from one of the recent videos. So you can see how much room is in there. Right? And guess what? That's what it prefers. Let's take a look at another one of them. And where is it? It's right there. Hey, you. You can't really see it. But anyway, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's what they prefer. Who knew? Well, a lot of people have known for a long time, actually. But anyway, that's good for a baby. And once the baby starts getting bigger, then it's time for an upgrade. Let me give you an example of that. So let's look at this boy right here. Okay. So he's getting to the point where he could use an upgrade. So the next size up is the FB8 tub. Okay. Let me pull that down from up cha. Ah, there we go. There we go. And there's a nice fresh poop back there. Way to go, buddy. So here's another little clown male. Oh, what's going on? So you can see the size different. Well, actually, they're the same depth. Yeah. So deep wise, woo, that way, right? They're the same depth. But this FB8 is a bit wider. Okay. So yeah. So soon, that little guy right there, he's going to be going in a tub like this, and I'm going to have to clean that tub as soon as I see poop. It's something I got to do. So, anywho, but yeah. So, if you're getting a small snake of either of those sizes, back to me. There's plenty of options out there. You have, was it Reptizoo? Is it ZooMed? Zilla? Exoterra? You got some options, and then you just have regular aquariums if that's something that you want to use, or maybe all that you can afford. But I can tell you this: some of those other options, not only do they make them smaller, but they're pretty affordable. So if that's the route that you want to go, you got to make sure that you're putting it in the right size enclosure. Otherwise, you're going to stress that animal, most likely stress that animal out. And something bad can happen. We don't want that. They feel secure. I'm telling you, they just feel secure. So anyway, if you have a snake of that size, either of those sizes, you could probably get away with like a 5-gallon, tank, basically, for a while. And once it outgrows that, then you can move up to the FB10. Here we go, switch it over. Which is this size tub. As you can tell, it's deeper, right? And it's a bit wider than the FB8. So yeah, there's a perfect example. FB5, FB8, FB10, right? So it's a 10 series tub, and this snake will bite me. That's just how she rolls. And I spilled her water, or she spilled her water. I don't know, one of the two. But anyway, plenty of room in there for her. So, honestly, even that snake right there, flipping it back over, probably be fine in a 5-gallon size tank. Definitely close to a 10-gallon that you'd want to switch it up to. And then once you are upgrading out of the FB10, probably ready for something like this size tub, the 40 series, right? Hello. Oh, she's shy. She messed up her towel too. But, and at that point, that's probably relative in size to like a 20-gallon tank, okay? And only for your true adult ball pythons. I'm going to show you one. Okay, you ready for this, girl? Now, warning, she is in a 40 series tub. But guess what? I had her in a 70 series tub or a 41 quart, whatever you want to call it. They're about the same size. I had her in one. Guess what? She wasn't doing too good. She didn't like it in there. It's crazy because she's not a small snake. Okay. So here we go. Hot diggity dog. That's a good sized ball python, let me tell you. I don't know how much exactly she weighs, but she is a big girl. Give you a size reference there. She's a big girl. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. Oh, I'm still startling you. I'm sorry. Oh, she's cute. But yeah, that's just a big fire. Yeah. She's doing fine in a 40 series. So like I was saying, she's happy in that, which is about, that of a 20-gallon, I would guess. Don't hold it against me if I'm wrong, people. But yeah, you could put something like that in a 40-gallon, or even the other girl that's in, the pied that I just showed. You could put that in a 40-gallon, and it'd probably be fine for the rest of its life. The point is, you got to listen to the snake. Simple as that. If you do upgrade it and it's not doing well, it means it's uncomfortable. If it's uncomfortable, it means it's unhappy. If it's unhappy, it means it probably ain't eating. And if it ain't eating, it gonna die. Sorry to be blunt, but that's the way it goes. So, I think I covered my bases with this. It only took 5 hours, but, yeah. So, do I have something else I want to say? Tell me, do you guys want to see Greg Porter, the Porticle, the Giant, in a video talking about DNA and stuff? Yeah, because I really want to explain just how, go into depth on how recessives, incomplete dominance, and dominance work. How, one allele, so one basically mutation from one parent gets transferred to the offspring, and same thing for the other parent, and how all that works, because I think that's good material. Might help a lot of people. So yeah, or it might confuse you. I don't know. Because it's a lot to take in. Ball pythons have 36 chromosomes. So what am I doing? That's a future video. This video is way too long as it is. Be awesome. Be awesome. Boy, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? So be happy. Be grateful. Don't complain. When you complain, you're telling somebody that you're not grateful. So, that being said, guys, remember this. Every day, my hand's starting to shake because my shoulder hurts. Every day is a battle. But yesterday's victory. So make today tomorrow's victory. And remember, you are loved. Thank you for sticking around. May the ball force be with you.